the Chiefs dynasty.
Yeah.
Is it over? Are they rebuilding? Because I was going to sit there and say, with Mahomes now out of the picture, they're not making the playoffs. They're done. So we ended up kind of being rightish to bring up that, week? I think maybe on our first ever pod, we brought that up.
Yeah. We didn't have them win the division. That's for sure.
I think
we both had Broncos.
When I say dynasty over, I don't mean like Mahomes is never going to be successful again.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be this year or next year. Like, I think that it's going to take a rebuild and it's going to take a couple years for them to regain any type of
Yeah. I think
power.
that core too is kind of going away. Like Kelsey, I think it's his last year. I suspect.
And I don't know when Andy Reid is going to be done with it. I'm sure he's got more time. Like, coaching is his life. You also have Steve Spagnuolo. That was a luxury. Kind of like what the Eagles have in Vic Fangio, where there's no head coach aspirations. You can keep a decent fucking coordinator there without being picked apart every year.
Man. It's
especially when Super Bowls like that. That's how New England did it.
Everybody's got career aspirations, man.
At some point, like, he's going to go. You lose Kelsey, who I know he's not. Losing him this year is not going to feel like it's a big deal, but like there was a time when he was like, having him was really like a safety blanket.
Yeah, he's the top pass catcher in that offense. Yeah.
I know they got some explosiveness in Rice and Worthy and stuff, which is weird that they're not more explosive. Andy Reid doesn't like to run the fucking ball. He's never been decent at running the fucking ball. If you have those explosive receivers and you have like a really good running game.
They can't. Yeah, they can't guard anything. So
who was that lineman that got? He had his. I don't know if it was a torn ACL or something. They lost another like tackle.
I'm pretty sure he was like the second or third stringer, and they was the backup to the backup to the backup that was playing tackle. And they actually they played decent against the Texans. Like, I didn't feel like Patrick Mahomes was running for his life the whole night.
You know, the two quarterbacks that were in the Super Bowl last year combined for 9 turnovers.
I know
this week.
It's crazy, man.
Good Lord.
Also, like, you got to think about Chris Jones next year. He's going to be a year older.
That's true too. I forgot about him.
It's like, it was kind of that 3. It was the Mahomes, the Kelsey, the Chris Jones. That was like the core.
And it was only 3 players, but they were great players. And then you have Andy Reid, who I know I just criticize him because he doesn't run the ball. And that's always been his bugaboo, but he's a great play designer, play caller, quarterback whisperer. I've always said this, and I got to be careful how I say it because I don't want to Andy Reid makes Patrick Mahomes better than what I think Patrick Mahomes would be anywhere else.
Absolutely.
And I always thought that, because people are like, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes is so great," and he is. I'm not saying he's not, but I always kind of said but he's got Andy Reid. Don't discredit that.
I mean, you got to think about coaching. I mean, think about Jalen Hurts' best year probably in that Eagles offense was the Shane Steichen year. You know. So you have to consider that, it's such a big part of how players, develop. Like, we've seen it all this year. We've seen Sam Darnold, we've seen Daniel Jones, when they get half decent play caller, they just look like totally different dudes.
Exactly. And that's why I'm in hell, because that's the one bad thing when you win a Super Bowl, especially if it's luck, which it kind of was. Saquon went off. And Vic Fangio's good. I don't want to discredit him.
Yeah.
But when it comes offensively, we're stuck with these bozos. And
and you're probably going to have to suffer again next year.
Yeah. I mean, they did fire, I don't want to get back on the Eagles, but they did fire Doug Peterson after 3 years. So
and it might be a while. Be in purgatory.
I've hated him forever. I've hated him. Anyway.